covenant that Jesus made with us. It's everlasting covenant. Okay. The theft starts when you're young and can come from many sources. Now, it's not only when a lot of your identity crisis come when you're a young person. Not all of it, but a lot of us start as young people. Yeah. And it come from all kinds of sources. It can come from your family. Family members will say things about you that's not true. And call you names that is not your name. And I've heard many times, you just like your dad. You just like your mom. Or you just like this. Or all kind of negative things. And that will get in a child's mind and they'll start thinking like that.
Yeah, you know it.
And it's amazing some of the things I've seen going to Walmart and other stores, how some of these young women treat these little babies. They say things and call them names that are not right. I say, you know, this is sick. I say, she probably was raised like that. And she is bringing it into her life, in her children's life, calling them names and saying negative things about them. It comes from friends or so-called friends. You know, you got some people that may look like your friends, act like your friends, and sound like your friends, may not be your real friend at all. That can, and teachers, I've heard school teachers call people names. I know when I was in school, I never forget, a school teacher telling you're going to be digging a ditch. Just like so, you know, back then, they don't dig that. It's been in trouble now. Long time ago, they're going to dig, a machine do that now. But men used to get out there digging ditches. A lot of them were raised with that. And they got all kinds of teachers, not just school teachers, that can do that. Even spouses can do that too. You know, spouses get mad, they get hot, they fight, and God knows whatever, call names and all kinds of stuff. You know. And then it's the boss of the enemy, playing with your mind, telling you stuff. Yeah. I mean, totally opposite of what God said. And you can buy into it easily. Wake up, Linda. Wake up, wake up, wake up. You're losing me. You're losing me. The enemy putting you to sleep. Okay. Wake up. Come on. I don't believe that lie. Wake up. If you had anything else to be, wide awake. But you got the boss of the enemy. He always talking. And the enemy it's two twins that we got to get used to seeing. Understand. The devil used temptation and deception. They're spirits. And they will drive your life into a hole. Your deceptions and temptation, he'll do it. And here this boy to move from poverty to prosperity in one day. One day, just by a covenant, a promise that was made. Matthew himself knew nothing about the covenant. Jesus made a covenant with us to have an abundant life. He redeemed us from the destructive acts of the devil. We have a redeemer. David was Mephibosheth's redeemer. Jesus is our redeemer. He had redeemed us from the destructive acts of the enemy and gave us power over all the power of the enemy. Amen. We don't have to fall to the things of the enemy. The enemy can do some things that will drive our whole life into a hole. And it's tough to get out of it. And then he have it, and the thing is too, you know, it got some things go on for a long time. And he'll convince you, it ain't gonna change. Been going on too long, that's a lie. Okay? The move from his present state to a mansion is his rightful place. It took a while, but he got in his rightful place. Now this didn't happen overnight. Now he got there, and it took years he was there, but one day, David come to after he done won all his wars and had peace in Israel. He said, I want to show kindness to one of Saul's kinfolks. All right. And he found one, Mephibosheth. Christ does the same thing to us. That's what happened on Calvary. Right. He redeemed us from the destructive works of the devil. We don't have to listen to his voice. We don't have to accept what he tells us in our heads, because it's an ongoing battle. Don't you ever dream it's going to stop. That's going to happen till you leave here. The devil going to always have temptation, and he always going to have a deception always waiting for us. In anything. I don't care what it is. It always a temptation and deception in almost anything. And we the ones got to have the discerning spirit to determine what's right and wrong. Adam and Eve have a problem with it, but we know right from wrong. We know good from evil. It ain't a secret anymore.
Right.
Not anymore. So Mephibosheth in one day moved from poverty to prosperity.
Mm-hmm.
And look, he got servants. Never had one. He been a servant, but he never had servants. Now he got servants, and his servants got 20 sons.
How about that?
To work for him. He ain't got to hit a lick out of snake. They bring in the harvest.
Yeah.
And he eats at the king table.
All right.
And they provide, and Mephibosheth had a son.
Mm-hmm.
So he was married. Well, I say he was married, I don't know. But anyway, he had a son. So his son was well taken care of. But he was eating at the king's table every day. Just like one of the king's sons.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's amazing what a covenant will do.
Yeah.
And we got a covenant with Christ. He done did everything in his power that we can, and gave us power to use power.
Mm-hmm.
To overcome some things. And that's important for us. So Mephibosheth was pulled out of that hole he was in.
Mm-hmm.
Never had to go back to loaded bar again. A low place, a place of no hope, of never getting forward, never moving forward. And that had to be something for him. And when he come to meet King David, and I know he had fear because when the king called you in, the next thing you know, you figure you're going to die.
Yeah. What I done.
You just don't walk before no king. He probably just as shocked and surprised as anybody. All right. I'm in right there being a star so late. Y'all got anything to say?
It's a good teaching, Pastor. It's a good teaching.